Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be an indie brand spotlight slash first impressions try on. I'm gonna try out the brand Alien Cosmetics. It's an indie brand. I purchased 3 items from them. They basically sell lashes, they have some lip products, they did have a couple brushes, and then they also have this palette. I think they've done singles in the past and this may have been their first palette, but this is their Pluto palette, which is kind of what drew me in. So this is what it looks like on the cover. Super pretty. And then these are the colors. Very beautiful. It's kind of reminiscent of like a Juvia's Place palette, like the colors that you would see. It does have a mirror. So the palette retails for $30. I also picked up a pair of their lashes. These are the Space Queen lashes. Let me take the little cover off so you can see them. So these are what the lashes look like. This is the style Space Queen, and these were $12. And then the other thing I picked out was one of their liquid lipsticks. These were actually only $5. So I picked the color Navae, mostly because it has this really gorgeous like shimmery shift in there. So we'll see how that looks on the lid, but it looked like a really beautiful color. So I'm just gonna do a look with all 3 of these items and just see how this brand performs. I do know that they're gonna be coming out with a fall palette soon, so if I like this one, then I will definitely be buying the fall palette and I will show you guys that one as well. Let me show you guys swatches of the palette and I'll also just throw the lipstick on there as well, and then I'll get into the look. Alright guys, these are all the colors. I just realized they don't have names, so I figure I'll just show them to you. I'll also give you a little bit more details about the palette itself. I forgot to mention it is vegan and cruelty free, so that's really good. So here is the liquid lipstick swatched on my arm. And then the rest of them are the shadows. So you do obviously get a good bit of mattes here, but you get 3 kind of shimmery shades. This one is gorgeous. I really want to use this green shade, but I'm planning on going out this evening, so I'm not sure if this kind of goes with the look I'm gonna wear. We'll see. But yeah, you also have these 2 shades right here, which have a bit more of like a glittery shimmer in them, and they're very beautiful. I do want to also mention that the mattes here, as I've got them shown for you, did take a little bit of building to get this type of opacity. I don't really mind that because this is a super colorful, intense palette, so I like the fact that something like these darker shades or more colorful shades maybe start out a little bit on the light side so that you can put them through your crease and build them up. Another thing that you can do is leave your primer tacky, and that also helps the color grab on a lot more intensely. So I might not go too colorful crazy like I usually do for you guys, but I definitely want to try the shadows out, so we will see. Starting off this look with the burgundy shade, I'm using a tiny detailed brush to really pack that color directly into the crease. I did leave my primer tacky, so it really helps the color grab on. And once I have that laid down, I'm just kind of blurring out the edges a little bit. Then going into that pinky coral shade with a fluffy brush, I'm just blending over the outer edges to really soften it up. Next, I'm going back into the burgundy shade. This time I'm using kind of a fluffy flat brush to pack that color directly on to that outer portion of the crease and kind of flare it out a little bit. Then I'm going into the purple shade with that same brush and adding a little bit more depth to the outer corner as well as into the crease. Then back into the coral with that same fluffy brush just to kind of blend all of those colors together. I did use that kind of flat brush again just to really bring that color out a bit more on the outer portion. Then using my Makeup Revolution concealer, I'm going to cut the crease just about halfway. And then I'm using this gorgeous copper color to fill that in. I did wet this brush with setting spray. Then I'm going back into the burgundy shade and just kind of blending it together on that outer portion where the gold and the burgundy meet. Next, going into the beautiful shimmering green color, I'm using this on a flat angled brush that I sprayed with setting spray, and I'm lining the entire lower lash line, making sure to keep it a little bit thicker on the outer portion. Then I'm going into the matte green color, and I'm using a pencil brush just to run it all underneath that shimmering green. Then I'm using the Dose of Colors Fuego highlighter as a really blown out inner corner highlight. And then I'm using the Fenty Flyliner to add a really nice black wing on both sides. For the lower waterline, I'm using a green pencil. This is Teaspoon from ColourPop. And then I'm using the NARS Climax mascara on top and bottom lashes. Now I'm applying the Alien Cosmetics lashes. This was the style Space Queen. And then finishing off the look with their liquid lipstick, which was in the shade Navae. And this had such a wonderful kind of sweet buttercream scent to it. I really liked it. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Let's do a little recap of everything and I will give you my thoughts. So starting off with the palette, I actually am really happy with this palette. I think the colors are beautiful. They were very easy to use. I think this shade right here is just gorgeous. And I just had like a damp brush just so that it had a little bit more, you know, oomph to it, and it went on so easily and I think it's gorgeous. This green really exceeded my expectations. On the lower lash line, it was incredible. It almost just has this like gorgeous sheen when you get a little wetness on the brush. I really think a look with just the two greens would be gorgeous, just simple and beautiful. And then as far as the rest of the mattes go, I think they were beautiful. I mean, they definitely were a bit more on the sheer side, which I still say is nice so that you can add something through your transition and you can always build something up a lot easier, you know, especially by doing something like leaving your primer tacky. You saw what I did. I just left the primer tacky and then kind of packed the color into my crease first and then blended the other colors into it and blended it out, and that worked really well for me, so I don't mind that. And then of course I did bring in my highlighter shade as an inner corner highlight because this palette did not have one that was light enough or bright enough for me, and I'm starting to see that happening a lot more with palettes lately. So I mean, as much as I like having a beautiful highlight shade in a palette, it's not the end of the world to just grab your highlighter. So as far as the lashes go, I love them. I think they're really beautiful. It's that style where it's the thick black band, which I'm not as used to because I usually use my Ardell lashes. They have the clear band, which I feel like it just makes it 10 times easier to put lashes on. I do own a couple pairs like this. I just don't reach for them as often, but quite honestly, practice makes perfect. I just need to reach for them because they are beautiful lashes, and you know, it's just more of getting the hang of the best way to apply them, because believe me, I did struggle a little bit, but now that they're on, I think they're beautiful. They've got that beautiful like tapered end. You can see how like intense they are on the corner, and I think they look really good with a look like this. So I'm very happy I purchased them, and I do think I'll pick up other lashes from Alien Cosmetics. They had a really interesting variety, including some colorful lashes that would probably be really fun for Halloween. So last we have the liquid lipstick. I really think this color is beautiful. It's a gorgeous color, especially going into fall. And I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but I can see it like looking in my mirror with the lights on me. It has this gorgeous little bluish pink iridescent shifty glitter in it. It's very, very subtle. It's nothing as in your face as something like the Sugar Pill liquid lipsticks that get glittery as you press your lips together. It's just a very subtle shimmer. Kind of reminds me of one of the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. I think Pumpkin Pie had a little hint of some sparkle in there. But yeah, it is a really beautiful color. All right, so that's everything I wanted to touch on. Overall, I really like Alien Cosmetics, and I definitely look forward to buying more products from them in the future. Like I said, they should be coming out with a fall palette is what I've heard, so when they do, I will buy it and I will film a video for you guys, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this indie brand review and tutorial. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.